Hello guys, and I know I've been gone for 45 million years, but I just wanted to show you this. This is by far my ultimate collection. So, move this over here. Let's get right into it. We're going to be doing maybe 2, maybe 3 pages of this every part. So there's going to be approximately 3 parts to this. I had to count the pages just to see. So there's 6 pages. We're going to be doing 2 every time. And let's get into it. So the very first coin in my book right now is a 1800 draped bust half cent. I mean, it looks really cool. Not gonna lie, it has like really cool coloring on it. It's got like this purplish type coloring on it. Then I have have a Classic Ed half cent from 1826. Then I have a 1851 coronet, half cent, my bad. Then I have a draped bust 1803 large cent, because it's really giant. It's about the size of maybe a $50. Then we move on to the Classic Head large cent, which some of these aren't really in that great condition, but as long as it fills the page. Then we move on to this Coronet 1831 large cent. We move on to the final one, which is by far one of my favorites, if it would focus correctly. 1849. Sorry, trying to get a better view of it. Alright, I'm just messing around. Alright, let's move on to the small cents. We got right here a Flying Eagle 18, I believe it's a 57. There's no date on it, so I can't really show you it. Then I have here an Indian Head 1857 Laurel Wreath. That's on the back. I'll get to that later. Then we have an Indian Head 1864. This penny contains copper and nickel, which is, I've never seen this contain nickel before. Then a few of you out there probably have seen this one before. It's an Indian Head that is bronze. That doesn't mean it's made out of bronze. They're just referring to the color of it. It's made out of copper. Then you got the Lincoln Head VDB cent. VDB means Victor David Brenner, who created the original design for the 100-year anniversary for Lincoln. So they decided to put Lincoln on the penny. Then we move over here to the bronze wheat cent, which a few of you have probably seen this before. It has wheat on the back. Then we move on. Then we have the 1943 steel penny, which is made out of steel. Let me go get a magnet. Here it is right here. Check this out. It's magnetic, which a few new people out there probably didn't even know. But you're probably like, Mr. Ethan, man, we're not stupid. Obviously, steel's magnetic. I just want to show that off. This is the very first time a penny's ever been magnetic. So I just want to show that off. Then we move on to, this is still in circulation, so you're going to be able to find this very easily. It is a Lincoln Head 1859-2008 memorial. We have here a, if it would focus, come on. I think it says 1999 memorial cent. That means it says memorial on the back. Then I just decided to put a 2020 Lincoln Head cent with the shield on the back. Then we move on to the 2-cent piece, which has copper. This was the first coin to ever contain the words "In God We Trust," which is really cool. Look at that. Then we move on to the 3-cent silver. This is one of the very smallest coins ever minted in America. It's paper thin, and it's smaller than a dime by about a few, I think, millimeters, I think? Then we move on. They made it a bit thicker, but nobody really needed, this one was made out of silver. This one, they decided to make it out of nickel. And they made it a bit bigger, and let me show you the backs. And it's very windy outside in my area. There's a flood warning. My favorite piece is this one, which is the wheat cent, which is really shiny. Then you got this one. Then we move on to the final page. I don't have any capped bust or Liberty seated half dimes with stars. I'm trying to get my hands on these at some point, but I can't right now. So we have first a Liberty seated 1853 to 1855 with arrows on the side of the date. If you look closely, you'll see them. Then you got here a Liberty seated legend. I still don't know what legend means. Whoa, my window. There's like a storm happening right now. Oh, whoa! The door's like getting all messed up too. Then we have a shield nickel, which has rays on the back. I'll get to that later. Then I have a shield nickel with no rays, which I'll show you the one here, which has rays between the stars. I'll show you that one later. So this one is a Liberty Head 1883 with no cents. Sorry, I had to deal with something real quick. So anyway, so this one is a Liberty Head V nickel, which they forgot to incorporate the word cents on this. So people back in 1883 were coating these in gold and selling them off as $5 coins. America caught onto that pretty quickly. And then they recreated it during the same year and put the word cents on it. You'll see when I show you the back. Then in 1913, they made this buffalo nickel, which had a buffalo on the back, which sadly the buffalo would stand on a higher ground, which sadly caused the coin to wear very easily. So they had to remint these coins again and remake it where the ground is lowered. That's why it says Variety 2. I'll show you in the back. Also, it caused the coin to wear very easily where it says the word Liberty, the date, and where the buffalo would stand. Then you have here a Jefferson, which is by far the longest lasting coin ever minted in America. I believe it is, but I could be wrong. It's lasted a whopping, let's see here, 65 years. Yeah, 65 years. Wait, I move on to the Jefferson nickel from 1942 to 1945. This one's from 1943, which is 35% silver. They needed copper due to the war effort. That's why they recreated the steel cent, which is made out of... I just said it. Anyway, then the Jefferson nickel we know today. Up next, dimes and quarters.